The materials to start this bag is the yarn of your choice, a tapestry needle, row counting, a hook, our ruler to check the proper hook for this yarn, and the scissors. I'm going to, as per usual, I will say we're talking, I will even test the 5, why not? But I think it's gonna be a 4.5, the best for this one. But again, remember, this is how we put it in. To measure it, definitely it's not a 4, look how tight that is. So I could either go for a 4.5 or a 5. I think I'm gonna go for a 4.5, and I'm gonna do it quite loose because the 5 might make the bag massive. So over in here exactly I have the 4.5, so I'm ready to start. We're going to start with the magic ring, and for that we're gonna hold it, the yarn, in between our index and our thumb. We're gonna roll it around our index quite loose. We're gonna make an X. We're going to hold it there, pull a little bit open your space, put your yarn hook in, hold the yarn and pull, make a little U in there. Now you're going to turn and chain 2, so 1 and 2. Okay, once you've done that, we're gonna do 12 double crochets inside our ring. And to do that, what you're gonna do is yarn over, insert the hook inside your ring, yarn over and pull. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're gonna do it again a little bit faster this time. 3 loops, yarn over through 2, 2. And remember, you're doing 12 in here. At some point, for example, I'm talking, so I'm not counting at the same time. In a normal case scenario, I will be counting as I am working. I'm gonna take some more yarn out of my space. Once you reach the tail like this, hold it a little bit, start pulling, so you kind of give yourself more space, and that this is when you can count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 there before our chains. So 6, we are halfway. Let's do 6 more. Pause your video now, and I see you once you've done your 12 double crochets. Chains there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, so we have our 12s. You take your tail, pull really tight to close that circle, really tight. Be careful, don't break it, of course. And then we're gonna go to the top of our chains. There is our chain 2 in there. So we're gonna go to the top of that chain space, put the tail away for an instant, do a slip stitch, which is yarn over and pull through both of them like that. That's row number 1 finished. Now you're gonna do 2 chains, 1, 2, and in that exact same space you're gonna work 2 double crochets. To hide this, again, pull it, make sure it's completely closed, and now we're gonna hide this tail. So in that same space in there, so your chains come from here and you have a stitch in there, right? Exactly under your chains, you're gonna work 2 double crochets. Take your tail with you, so you insert it, you put your tail right up there. Can you see how they look? And then you have 3 loops, yarn over, okay? And now your tail is already inside the first stitch. Do another 1 more. So in the same space, you're gonna go and you're gonna insert another one in there. So it's chains plus increase, and this is a random. Increase means you're gonna do 2 double crochets on every stitch and finish with 24. So you're gonna go to the next one and continue bringing your tail with you. So you will continue bringing it and hiding it, and you can always open like this to see where your next stitch is. And something you need to keep in mind, look at this, that is your stitch space. You have a little loop there, do you see the loop? And then you have the stitch there. you do not take the loop, you don't go down here, you always go to the hole up here, okay? That's a little tip for absolute beginners, just in case you're an absolute beginner watching this video. So now you know where you have to go, okay? This is how double crochets look like with that little loop in there. So keep that in mind at the time of working because otherwise, sorry, it will not look how it should. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. We're going to do 1, 2 chains again. In that same space that you have there, you're gonna insert yourself in there. It is in there. You're gonna do 1 double crochet in there. Now on the next one here, you're gonna do 2. So 1 increase in there. Next, you're gonna do 1 only. And in the next, 1 increase. So that is our sequence for row number 3, which is 1 single crochet in one of them, 1 increase in the other. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. We do 1 and 2. Again, on the same space, we do 1. Now, for row number 4, you're gonna do 2 times 1 double crochet. So you have done 1 here, go to the next stitch, do 1 here, okay? And now is when you do your increase, which is 2 double crochets on the same space, okay? Now again, 1 and 2 in the next 2 stitches. There we go. Now increase, increase, increase. Now 1 and 2. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. It's getting bigger. You could stop here if you want to and then just do the back like this, so you will have a little small back. Let me get the measure tape and measure for you how big this is by now. So in centimeters, we're talking about 11 centimeters or a little bit more than 4 inches, okay? That's what we have by row number 4. I'm gonna show you now row number 5. Row number 5. So chains again, 1, 2. In the same space, we do 1. Now, what did we do in row 4? We put 2, right? Now we're gonna do 3. So 1 is done. You need to do 2 more. 2 and 3. And after you've done 3, remember, chains don't count. So we have 3 there. Now we go to the next space, and that's our increase over in there. There we go. Now 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have an increase in there, and we're gonna continue all the way around, okay? Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. There we go. Chain 2, 1, 2, and again our first double crochet always in there. Now for this one is 4 double crochets distance between the front and the next one. So we've done 1, and then we make now 2, and then 3, and then 4. And then we are gonna go here, and we're gonna do 1 and 2. So that is how we should now work all of this. By the end of this, we should have 72. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. Number 7 is finished. And by the way, if you don't know in which row you are, look. Row number 1 is our circle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's how you count rows, okay? So number 7, we should finish it with 84 stitches. Remember, it was 5 and an increase. And you should always finish in 1 increase. If you don't finish in an increase, means you have messed up somewhere in here, okay? Again, let's measure how big this is by now. So again, this is your choice to stop here. I'm gonna do more backs and I'm gonna put it on my social media with the smaller sizes, but we're going for the biggest one here. So now we have a little bit like 18.5, nearly 19 centimeters, or what it will be nearly 7.5 inches. Okay, hopefully my measurements help you out to decide what you want to do. Now again, we go to the top of our chains, pull this quite tight there to close it. And as you can see as well, because I choose quite my size is quite perfect. Like, it's not too tight, it's not too loose, it's just perfection. We start like usual by 1 and 2 chains. We're doing our double crochet in our first stitch like usual. And for row number 8, we're doing 6 and increase. So 1 is done, there comes 2, there comes 3, 4, 5, and 6. You've done 6. Now you do 1 increase. Okay, we do the increase in there. Okay, there is the increase. Boom. So we have chains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. Now 6 again. So 1, I know it gets a little bit hard, just maybe fold it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we do the increase in here. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. It's getting bigger and bigger. I can't barely fit it on camera anymore. Okay, let's measure it again. Now we have 8 inches, which becomes 21 centimeters. By row number what will this be? Row number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, row number 8, and by now we should have 96 stitches. We start all over again. Take chain 2, go to the same stitch, do there 1 double crochet, and now, as I said, 7. So let's do 6 more. So that was 1, that's 2, that's 3, that is 4. Please get out. Thank you. 4. 5, 6, and 7. So we're doing 7 in there. So chains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we are doing, whoa, where are you going? Now we're doing our increase, which will be our 8 and our 9. Okay, just to let you know. There we go. So we are doing groups of 9 now. And now again, so we do again another 7 and an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Increase. There we go, our increase. And now again, we're gonna repeat all the way around. I'm gonna see you here. Remember, finish always with 1 increase, otherwise you made a mistake. 7 and 1 increase. And we should finish all of this with 108. I'm gonna go and continue watching my show, and I'll see you in a moment when we finish this row, and then we move to the fun part, which is next stitches start. Okay, pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. Row number 9, and what it is, the base of our bag is finished. Now come the time to create the height of our bag and the proper design. Okay, this will be the bottom of it. You should have 108, and we're gonna count them, and I'm gonna show you right now. By the end, you should have 9 inches or 23 centimeters. Let's count. Remember, it was groups of 7 double crochets and 1 increase. So there is our chains in there. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Increase 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 108. We got it. Yay. Okay, let's close here to finalize our circle. Okay. So we come to the top of here, as all the time done, and we seal it. You should have an absolute, perfect, massive circle, okay? If you have closed in the precise place and done it all, and also you should have a straight line in there, which I like to do this when I do certain circles, so it's kind of like a perfect line. If you have not worked your first double crochet in the exact space of the chains, you will have a line that doesn't align, or it will kind of go like this sideways. Okay, keep that in mind for absolute beginners, because that's what you might have seen, which is not that you've done it wrong, but I'm just saying, if you want a perfect straight line like that, that makes sense. And basically when you see the front of the back, which this is the front of the back, by the way, you can barely tell where that line is. Okay, you can see it when you are doing the back of it, and now we know because also we are working on it. So we're moving to row number 10, and row number 10 is a repetition. I'm gonna do few of them and let you be, and I'll see you at the end. So we're gonna start this by doing 5 chains. So we've done our slip stitch. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chains in there. Now we're gonna skip 2 stitches. So you skip the first one in there, then you skip the second one in there, and then you go to here. Okay, you go in there, and over in here in the stitch you're gonna do a single crochet. So you're gonna do in there a single crochet like that. Do you see the little bridge we've done? Now again, now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, we skip 2. We don't count that one because that one is worked. 1, 2. You come here, and then you do another single crochet in here. We do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2. 1 and 2. On the third one, we do a single crochet. Can you see what we're doing right now? Okay, come all the way to here, but don't try to finish it, because you're gonna see there's a little modification I have to do. You should reach here and have 2 stitches left by the end of this row. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. The end of row 10, this is how it look. By the way, if you wanted a table mat, you know, like to put something on top of it and decorate it, you could do this, literally how we've done it, and then with different colors or something like that, a motif or something, and look how beautiful this is to decorate a table. Boom. But we're gonna transform it into a bag. I'm sorry, but for some unknown reason, I love to bring videos here to you that basically we're doing multiple patterns in one. Why not? I always like to stop and be, listen, do you know you can use this for something else? And I, you know, look how big it is, measure it, and if you like it, you can do tablecloths, you know, like table mats, however it's called. I don't know, plate mats. How are they called? I have no idea, but you know what I mean, right? So there we go, done. Row number 10 finished. Now, you should have finished in a single crochet in there, okay? So in the last stitch right before, you're not gonna slip stitch in there. We're straight away gonna go boom into there. So row number 10, okay? What we're gonna do is, you have finished in there in your single crochet, you're gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes? Now, straight away, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go in the first chain space, which is in here. And what we are going to do here is we are going to single crochet over into there straight away. You see what you're doing? Now you do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna go to the next chain space here, and you're gonna do 1 single crochet in there. Now 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I go to my next chain space and I single crochet in there, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next space, single crochet, and then we're gonna be repeating this, so it should look like this right now, okay? That we are doing the round 2. Do it all, and I meet you in here. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. This is how it should look by the end of row number 11. Okay, you can see already how the loops are starting to create. Now the way to continue from here until however long you want to do it, we have finished on that chain space. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You do your 5, and then you go to the next one here, and then again, boom. And then that's how you jump from one to another. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you go to the next one in there. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go to the next one, and then you go in there. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. So I just finished doing the length that I want, and right now I'm gonna count with you. So if you go here where we have the circle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is our circle. Then how you will count the rows will be by this one. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 rows I have in total for my bag. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. I don't suggest any smaller because we did a really big center, otherwise it will look weird. But now, so I just reached this point where I am on how it will have been the separation between chains and a stitch. So on the last one that you did your stitch, what you're gonna do right now, it's going to be, you're gonna place another single crochet in there. So you have 2 single crochets on a chain space. I'm gonna take out this stitch marker actually, because we don't need it at all. And then what you're going to do now, you're gonna go, do you see that space in there? Okay, so you're gonna go to this space in here, and you're gonna place 1 single crochet in there. If you want to, place your stitch marker in here, so you know that this is your first stitch of when you finished and you started this new row. Now you're gonna go to the next one, and you're gonna do 2 stitches on that one, and you're gonna go to that gap in there, and you're only gonna do 1. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna repeat this all the way along. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. I have reached the end of this round, so I'm just gonna show you what we are gonna repeat, and we are gonna do this until we have 4 rounds more. So in total from this one you're gonna have 4 more, okay? 5 in total. You're gonna slip stitch in there, chain 1, and single crochet on the same one. Okay, then you move your stitch marker, and you're going to repeat again what you just done on this one. So you're gonna go, already that single crochet in there is done, you're gonna go to the next one and then do it again, or double crochet if you're on the UK, okay? And then again, And then again, you're gonna repeat all of this. As I say, you've done one already. We are in row number 2. Do it until you have row number 5. Then I meet you there. We're gonna fasten off, and then we're gonna see how I teach you how to do the straps of the bag. Pause your video now and join me when you finish this row. I know I have a lot of stitch markers, but I have 115 stitches, so I divide it by half, which is 57 each. And then what I'm gonna do now is that 57, I'm gonna divide it by 2 to find the center again, and then that I'm gonna divide it again by 2. So I'm gonna exactly find the perfect space for the stripes. That's basically what I'm doing. Maybe other people can do it easier than me and faster. This is how it worked for me. So once I found my center, then I'm gonna do and divide it again in another halves, and then I will get the space of the straps. So pause your video here, and I see you once you know where to put your straps, and then we can start working them. Now that we have found the correct space, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 80 chains. You can actually do it smaller or longer. It's entirely up to you, shorter or longer, because it all depends what the size of your bag is and for who this bag will be. For me, for the size of my bag and my purpose, 80 is perfect. Then do that, and I see you in a moment to connect it to the other side and show you really quickly how to do the next few rows, because we are about to be done. It's really easy what it is left to do here. Making sure your chains are straight, you're gonna slip stitch on the other side, which again, you should have marked it previously when you count everything. And now you should be ready to start doing the stripe, the handle, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna chain one more after you've done the slip stitch, and you're gonna work on the third loop on the behind the chain space to do your stitches to build up the handle, which is gonna be single crochets. So you're gonna do one single crochet in all of them just on the back, and this is gonna create an edge that we are gonna mirror it later on by doing slip stitches, just to let you know. Again, the thickness of your handle is entirely up to you. I'm gonna really quickly show you how to do it. So you're gonna first do this row with all single crochets around. Please pause your video right now or continue watching just to understand what you have to do for both handles, and then you can do it on your own, but pause it for a moment and I show you in a moment how to do next ones, and then we will be finished. What you're gonna do in this row, in all the ones to come, once you have done all your single crochets, you're again going to do one single crochet on the bottom of that row. You're gonna go on the next one and do one slip stitch, and you're gonna chain one and turn. Now, how many times you're gonna repeat this? It's entirely up to you. I've done it 3 times, and then I've done one row of slip stitches. That is my plan, and I'm gonna do that on both sides. So you can pause your video here and meet me in the next clip where I'm gonna show you how to finish this bag. Here it's the end of our project. I just realized this was not filmed. I don't know what happened with my camera. I was so focused on finish it. But basically what I've done is I've done the stripe. I went through it 3 times, and then the last one I did all slip stitches, and then I slip stitch until I came to the next one. Then I do the 3 rows, and then I finish on the opposite side, and then again I've done a slip stitches. So there is no slip stitches in between them, but it's a slip stitches in all the border from the rest, if that makes sense. But this is just the cutest thing ever. I don't have space enough right now to show it to you on camera, but I'm going to show you out of camera so you can see. But it's just the cutest thing ever, and it's really big. It's a lot bigger than I thought, and it's ready to go shopping or for my daughter to go to her activities and everything. So I really hope you like it, and if you did, give us a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to come back so you can watch more of these videos, which I really hope you're enjoying. See you in the next one. Bye.